Hello everyone. So this message is from your ancestors and your lineage that built your body. And you don't have to know their names or their stories for them to reach you, but your existence is proof that they made it far enough for you to be here. So I pulled 8 cards asking what they want you to know right now, and we're going to move through them one by one like you're sitting at the table with them. And first of all, let me just say, I've never done ancestor readings on here before, channeling the ancestors, and it's been a very emotional experience for me so far. I really feel so much love coming through for you through them. So the first card is the 3 of Cups in the position of the ancestral line stepping forward, and this is the part of your bloodline that survived through togetherness, through celebration, through showing up for each other when there wasn't much else. And these are the ones who cooked big meals even when money was tight, who gathered everybody into a room, who turned holidays or birthdays or random Tuesdays into excuses to keep the spirit of the family alive. And for some of you, this is the branch of the family that stayed up too late talking in the kitchen or laughing louder than they really should have in small apartments or crowded houses. And for some of you, this is even the line that leaned on community or music or neighborhood gatherings or barbecues in the yard as the glue that kept people from drifting completely apart. They feel like cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, great-grandparents who genuinely believed that togetherness could carry people through hard times. The ones who knew that when life became overwhelming, being together made it easier to bear. And that is the voice stepping forward for you today. And the second card is the World in the position of the pattern they're showing you from the bloodline. And the World here is a huge cycle, something that has run its course many times over generations, I feel. And your ancestors are showing you a pattern of being the one who carries the whole story, the one who tries to complete everything for everyone else. This is the role of the finisher, the one who holds the family on their shoulders, who steps in to do what other people started but never fully handled. You come from people who closed doors, packed up houses, crossed oceans, worked the same job for years without recognition, stayed in relationships longer than they should have just so the children would have some kind of stability, and they knew how to see things through to the end, sometimes at the cost of their own freedom, their own dreams, or their own rest. And your ancestors are showing me a line of people who felt deeply responsible for keeping the wheel turning. They carried the belief that if they stopped holding everything together, the family itself might come apart. And that same energy lives in your nervous system today. And the third card is the 6 of Cups in the position of how this pattern has been weighing on you specifically. And your ancestors are showing you that this pattern lives in you as memory, as nostalgia, as a body of scenes you did not choose but still carry. 6 of Cups energy is that feeling of walking into a room and suddenly you're 6 years old again. Hearing the tone of voice, smelling the food on the stove, sensing the tension before anyone says a word. And for some of you, this looks like constantly replaying the same moments. The first time you realized a parent wasn't safe, or maybe the night someone didn't come home, the argument that changed the whole atmosphere of the house. And for some of you, this is being the child who cleaned up after other people's fights, washing dishes while grown-ups yelled in the next room, getting good at reading the weather in a parent's eyes so you could keep everyone calm. And for some of you, this is being the sweet one, the peacemaker, the little therapist, the one who hugged crying adults when nobody else knew what to do, the one who tried to bring lightness back into the room so the younger kids wouldn't be scared. And you may notice that your life keeps looping you back into similar roles. Being the one all your friends vent to, the coworker who fixes every crisis, or the partner who remembers all the details so nothing falls through the cracks. And your ancestors want you to understand that the weight you feel in your chest, the way you keep living in flashbacks in the good old days, or in the hope that people will finally change, is not simply just you being sentimental. It is the echo of a bloodline that never fully got the chance to leave the past behind. And I'm sorry, I don't know why these ancestor cards make me so emotional. The fourth card is the Ten of Wands, in the position of the gift or the talent that they pass to you on purpose. And Ten of Wands is heavy, but in this spot, it is a sacred compliment, honestly. Your ancestors are acknowledging that they passed you an almost supernatural capacity to carry a lot. You know how to work hard. You know how to show up even when you're tired. You know how to hold space for others and keep walking when other people would have given up. And for some of you, this shows up as being the one who can juggle multiple jobs, school, caretaking, and creative projects, and still keep the lights on. And for some of you, this is emotional strength. You have gone through heartbreak, loss, betrayal, disappointment, and you still keep loving. You still keep trying. Still, you keep building something better. And your ancestors are so proud of this part of you. They want you to recognize that your endurance did not come from nowhere. Your stubbornness did not come from nowhere. Your ability to carry the load when it mattered did not come from nowhere. These are qualities that were passed down through generations of people who survived impossible seasons and still found a way to keep moving forward. And they're not angry that you're strong. They simply just do not want your strength to be used against you the way theirs often was. They do not want you confusing self-sacrifice with love. They do not want you carrying every burden just because you are capable of carrying it. They're showing me a line of people who had to survive. And what they want for you is more than survival. I really just, I feel so much love from them. It's like, I'm like holding back tears. Now, the fifth card is the Eight of Pentacles, in the position of what they're asking you to do differently than they did. And the Eight of Pentacles is you at the workbench of your life, focused on your craft, your vocation, your path. Your ancestors are asking you to take that Ten of Wands work ethic and aim it at something that is actually yours, not at everyone else's chaos. They are asking you to pour your time, your attention, and your discipline into the skills and projects that light you up, that build your own stability, your own fulfillment, your own legacy. And for some of you, this is the creative work you keep putting off because family always comes first, or the business you want to start, or the spiritual path that you're walking, the body you're healing, the studies you've wanted to commit to. For some of you, this is as simple and as radical as just allowing yourself to become good at something that exists purely because it matters to you. Showing up for it day after day, practicing it, building it, trusting it. Your ancestors are showing me a line of people who often worked for survival, and what they're asking from you is different. They want your effort to create mastery, purpose, and meaning, a life that feels like it belongs to you. They want you to become so grounded in your own craft, your own routines, and your own path that you are no longer easily pulled back into everyone else's unfinished business. And the sixth card is the Knight of Pentacles, in the position of the support and protection they're offering while you do this. Knight of Pentacles is slow, steady, loyal energy. Your ancestors are not asking you to flip your whole life upside down overnight. They're offering to walk with you, step by step. The Knight feels like the relative who showed up every single day. maybe quietly, maybe without much recognition, maybe without grand speeches, but always, always there, always dependable, always consistent. And they are here to help you build better habits, to ground new routines into your body, whether that's like eating regularly, sleeping more gently, taking care of your space, showing up to that practice, that project, that dream, even when nobody is watching. And you may notice small nudges toward structure, and or the same, maybe like the same numbers repeating on the clock. Unexpected opportunities to choose the grounded option instead of the chaotic one. Moments where you suddenly know it's time to go home, to rest, to slow down, or to take the next small step. And this is your ancestral Knight of Pentacles energy, trying to keep you on the path so you do not burn out the way so many people did before you. Your ancestors want you to know that you do not have to carry this transformation alone. They're showing support through consistency, through grounding, through small sustainable choices that accumulate over time. This is not the energy of sprinting. This is the energy of building something that lasts. And the 7th card is the 3 of Swords, in the position of the door that opens in your life when you say yes to the shift. And 3 of Swords is heartbreak, but it is also sharp, clarifying truth. Your ancestors are being very honest here. Saying yes to your own path is going to break some illusions, and for some of you it may break some loyalties. This might look like finally admitting that a parent or a relative will never become the version of themselves that you've been waiting for. This might look like grieving the childhood that you didn't get, or the protection that you didn't receive, the softness that never came. And for some of you, this is the pain of pulling your energy back from a family role you've occupied your entire life. The fixer, the peacemaker, the one who always shows up even when nobody shows up for you. And the 3 of Swords says the door that opens is the door of honest grief. You get to stop pretending everything was fine. You get to stop rewriting the story to make it easier to carry. You get to feel what was actually true. And there may be endings here. Maybe like less contact with certain people, or new boundaries that change the dynamic. Conversations that finally put words to what happened. Your ancestors are not sugarcoating that. They know this hurts. But they're also showing me that this is the kind of heartbreak that frees the heart instead of trapping it. When the truth is acknowledged, the wound can finally begin to heal. It no longer has to stay hidden beneath silence or loyalty or obligation and survival. And the 8th card is the 9 of Swords, in the position of a practical next step to honor them and anchor the shift. And 9 of Swords is the card of late night anxiety, racing thoughts, nightmares, the things you worry about in the dark and never say out loud. Your ancestors are asking you to stop suffering in silence. They want you to take what lives in your head at 3 a.m. and bring it into the light in a tangible way. And for some of you, this means literally sitting up in bed, turning on a soft light and writing down every thought that is clawing at you without editing, without judging yourself, without trying to make it sound pretty. Just getting it onto paper so it stops pacing in circles inside of you. And for some of you, this is finally telling the story you've never said out loud. What actually happened in that house, what you actually felt, what you still carry. And this could happen with a therapist, a trusted friend, a partner, a spiritual worker, or with your ancestors themselves through prayer or journaling or ritual. And for some of you, this is maybe writing a letter to a family member that you never intend to send, saying everything that was never said, putting words to everything that was swallowed. giving shape to something that has lived inside of you for years. Your ancestors are very clear that the pattern does not end because you pretend you're fine. The pattern ends when you stop hiding your pain from yourself. Nine of Swords as a practical step is about catching yourself in the middle of the spiral and choosing one action that interrupts it. Getting out of bed and drinking water, sending a text to one safe person, maybe lighting a candle, or like writing the memory down, or speaking the truth out loud, asking for support. Your ancestors would rather see you reach for help in small, imperfect ways than continue carrying all of this alone in the dark. And as these 8 cards weave together, your ancestors are showing you a very clear arc, a line that survived through togetherness, a pattern of carrying the world for everyone. The way that pattern lives inside your memories, and the gift of your strength. The invitation to pour that strength into your own craft, the steady support being offered while you do it, the honest heartbreak that comes with changing the story, and the practical step of naming your pain instead of swallowing it. They are not asking you to reject your family. They are not asking you to hate where you come from. They are asking you to become the one who breaks the cycle of silent suffering, people-pleasing, and self-betrayal. They're asking you to build a life where your work, your body, your relationships, your spirit are no longer organized around cleaning up everyone else's messes. Every time you choose your craft over chaos, every time you set a boundary and let yourself feel the sting of it, every time you speak a truth you used to swallow, you're honoring them. You are the one in the line who gets to carry the wisdom without carrying all of the weight. And your ancestors are so proud of how far you've come. They are walking beside you as this story changes, and I feel their love so strongly for you. And they are showing me that the story is ready to change here. So, my name is Mason. I really hope this reading resonated with you or was healing for you in any type of way. And if you've never been here before, and if you enjoyed the reading, and if you'd like to join me here on my journey, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. So I love you so much. Bye.